Hey guys, it's Riordan. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I've got a ukulele and I'm going to make a track with it. I'm going to collect a number of chords, samples and notes, and I'm going to try and make something fun. I've got my Zoom here with the shotgun capsule. Let's just do it. Let's start with some percussive sounds. That'll do. I'm going to get a couple of chords. I'm thinking this is going to be in D minor, so let's play a couple of chords from that. Cool, and the last thing I'm going to do is sample the note. Time to music! Alright, so here we have the samples that I was just working with. I'm just going to chop these out and break them up into the percussive sounds, the chords, and the note that I sampled. So here we go. Yeah, so we've got 4 chords, 1 note, and 8 percussive sounds. I'm actually going to start with the sample here. This is the note sample. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a EXS 24. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crop this note down. Yeah. Woo! So what I can do with that note now is I can just play in a melody. So let's try and get a tempo, and it's... I might go for something like that, like a little ostinato. So let's play that in. So what I always like to do is I like to make sure that my notes are all playing at the same velocity. So in Logic it's easy. You just draw in this little line and boom, you're off. Yeah, cool. So what I might do is I might up the gain. Yeah, and this definitely needs a bit of reverb because it's a bit sparse, so yeah. Cool, I'm gonna loop that 4 times. Yeah, sweet. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, let's put in some chords that'll work with that. So I've got my sample done, and I've got 4 chords kind of chosen because they kind of work in the D minor. I think I played D minor. Oh, yeah. I like the order that they're in already. Hey, sweet, this was not premeditated. So let me just make sure that these are all being chopped down and land on beat. Yeah. So I'm just going to copy these guys in. Looks good to me. Cool. I think I'm just going to EQ this a little bit. So I'm actually going to take this sample again and use it in a different way. I'm going to try and make a bass note with it. So let's just see how we get on there. So I'm going to be using my MIDI keyboard again to do this. So there it is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually drop the octave on this. Yeah, it sounds really cool actually. It's got a kind of a harp effect. Cool, yeah, nice. What if we went an octave lower? Sweet. So I'm going to use this. I'm just going to mess around a bit and see what happens, but I'm going to try and use this sample as a bass pitch. I might put some effects on it just to kind of beef it up a bit. Nice, yeah. A bit of overdrive always works. What if I bit crushed it a bit? Nope, don't like that. So let's do some percussion with this. So I'm going to take one of those 2 kick sounds at the start. Yeah, maybe this one. So all I'm going to do here is just... boom, boom. So that's where I'm hearing this. So let's go. A ukulele is quite small. it's not going to make the deepest sounds, which would be great for this kind of a thing. What I can do here is I can just EQ and pitch shift that sample down to give it a lower pitch. Down, let's see what an octave sounds like. Oh! Yeah, there's our kick drum with the ukulele. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find like a snare kind of sound. So let's go through these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double up this sound and that sound. These guys sound like this. Not the most snarey sounding thing in the world, but we can work with it for sure. So I'm going. Yeah, so at the moment these two are just not doing anything for me, so we need to create a track stack. So what I can do now with this stack, I can apply effects that will be applied to both of them. Yeah, so far it's not doing much, so let's pitch shift this a bit better. And I always like a lot of reverb on my snares. Yeah, so let's have a listen to this with the kick. It's better. Chords. Sample. Now, just listening to this, what I really want to do is I want to wash this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Space Designer here, up the size of it, and let's just have a listen. And it makes it sound more like a pad. Yeah. Bigger. I think that's instantly a much cooler feel, so this is more like a pad now. So I'm going to try and actually come up with another melody. So I'm just going to go back into my harp-esque ukulele sample. I might even go up with this one. Yeah, there might even be like scope for some like chords or something in this. So let's just have a play and see what happens. So dinky. Stick it down. Okay, I want to do something like that. Let's just drop it in. So let's just do the thing that I like to do. So at the moment this is way too sparse and it definitely needs a bit of reverb to fill the gaps in a bit, but we don't want to make it like that pad, we don't want it to be too washed out, so we need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool so far. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to catch this and do it again. There it is. I was told many years ago that a big part of composing isn't about constantly adding stuff in, sometimes it's about taking stuff out. So what I'm going to do is take some stuff out and then build it right back up for another run. I like taking out the drums first. Let's take out the snares for sure. And let's take out the thing that we started with. Cool. Good vibe. That kind of a thing, you just need to give and take. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys liked that video. If you did, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks a million. Bye.